you doing?
How you doing?
You can go and have a seat.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
So my name is Josh. I work
Josh, nice to meet you.
with ACS.
All right.
I'm a CPS worker.
All right.
How you doing today?
Great, great. A little shocked to see you, but
I understand. I
no,
understand.
I'm good.
So, how's your day? Had a good day today?
Yeah, not much.
Yeah. How's your kid, Chris?
Chris is fine. What about him?
So do you know what brings me to your home today?
No, I don't know what you mean. What brings you home? You tell me. You're here, right?
All right. Well, basically, we received a report at ACS
All right.
about neglect, that you are neglecting your child, Chris.
Neglect. Damn. Neglect. You can tell he lives there. You see the house, right? He good. He here. He live here.
All right. Well,
You
the
live
report. I understand that. You know, it's not a fun thing to have us come to your home, but
Yeah.
you know, while I'm here, let's
Obviously.
focus on you. Let's talk about you. You know, and then let's see
All right,
what's
let's talk.
going on. So tell me about Chris.
Chris, not much to say about him. You know, he's 8, goes to school.
Where does he go to school?
You know, good kid. MS 390.
Okay.
You know,
And what grade is he in?
he's in. Let me sure you get that right, because I know you guys, man. You guys write whatever you want to write. You never listen. 10 years old, and he's in the 4th grade.
Fourth grade. Got
Make
it.
sure you get that right.
I got you. Don't worry.
All right.
Don't worry.
All right.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do for work?
Oh man, my hours are hectic, crazy. I work a long graveyard shift as a security officer. You know, they got me doing this, running here, but you say you're here for neglect, man. I do my best to take care of my kids, man.
Yeah, I
I work
understand.
long hours.
Yeah, it
that's
must be
because I'm deaf.
must be tough, man.
Yeah,
And I can't
absolutely.
even imagine, what you're going through.
Yeah, it is. It's
Is
tough.
there a missus in the picture?
Nah, man. Actually, my wife, man, she was on all types of drugs, man.
Why don't you tell me more about that?
Oh man, she was just, it started around the 90s, and she just never left the crack era, man. Kept on that crack, and it destroyed her. Destroyed her. We just had to up and get the kid away from that. Because if not, I don't think the kid would have survived. Chris, I don't think he would have survived.
So you're taking care of the child by yourself?
Solo,
Single father?
all me.
Man, that must be tough, but that's an incredible thing you're doing, at least you're there for your child.
Absolutely, that's why I'm shocked to
it
hear
must
from
be-
neglect.
Yeah, it must be tough,
Yeah.
without the mother in the picture.
It is.
But it's normal, there's actually, believe it or not, a lot of single fathers out there doing the same thing that you're doing, trying to care for their kid, make money, make ends meet,
Oh yeah, I see something.
so you're not alone. I don't want you to feel like you're alone.
That's a good point. All right. Yeah, we're doing our thing.
So how's your relationship with Chris?
Me and Chris are tight, man. He's getting to be at the age where I work graveyard shifts. He has to take responsibility, man. He has to kick it in again and pull his weight. He's 10. When I was 10, I was back and forth. He has to be back and forth now and do, be the man in the house because I work late. He has to get himself up and get himself to school, man. I'm tired when I get home. I get home when the sun's rising, man.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Sure. He's 10
So-
years old now.
So let me get this straight. So Chris is in school during the day.
Yeah.
You work overnights.
Yeah, you're getting that down correct.
So what are you doing during the day? You're sleeping during the day.
Shoot, I'm sleeping.
You take Chris to school and you pick him up from school?
Nah. He walks.
He walks.
Shoot, he walks. School ain't that far. Shoot.
So
School ain't that far.
when you leave him at night,
Yeah.
do you just
I just up
walk
and
out and leave him, or do you leave his homework out on the table?
He
Do
old enough.
so you don't set him up at all for the night.
He tells me it's done, it's done. He knows what he's doing.
You have anyone check in on him throughout the night at all?
You know what? The neighbors just check on him on a regular. Or maybe he has a friend over and he has a friend with him. He has a friend, he plays on his own, and he's a pretty independent kid, Now raising him to be fast like me, because at age 10 I have to do the same thing. So, I kind of, he knows what to do and not to do as far as not playing with matches in the house, not playing with fire, not going next to the stove, not opening the door for strangers. He gets the gist of it, so I don't see why it's neglectful to leave him alone at the age of 10.
Okay. So, do you understand the definition of child neglect?
Yeah, it's abuse.
Well, do you understand exactly what neglect is? Yes, neglect is technically a form of abuse without physically hitting a child, but do you know this, like the state definition of neglect?
Obviously, when you don't, as a man, as a father, it's when you don't buy your kids anything. He got the new shoes, he got the clothes on, he eat, he ain't hungry. Shoot, he ain't skinny, you saw him. Shit, you saw him in the school, he ain't skinny.
Right.
You must have went to the school to visit him before me, I know how y'all do. Shoot.
So one of the forms of neglect is not
Working on him,
providing.
beating on him, right?
No, that's abuse. Neglect is a little different. So neglect
That's the
is
same shit to me.
neglect is when you're not providing adequate supervision for the child. He's only 8 years old. So
I get that. Now you
He's-
see,
he's
you're
not-
not that down, like, he 10, bro.
my apologies. So he's even so
You got that?
he's
Shoot.
10 years old.
Yeah, he old enough to get up and
He
going.
can't be left alone. I understand maybe that's what you did as a kid,
Uh-huh.
but times are different now.
No,
Okay.
maybe.
Times are much different. So
Alright, that's fair.
So basically what we have to do today is let's try and figure out a solution to this, and let's get me out of your hair as quickly as possible. Because I'm sure you don't want to deal with me. You don't want me coming
I
here
wasn't even
all the
expecting you
time.
now. Shoot.
Right, I understand.
You
I
woke me up
understand.
from my sleep.
Alright, so
I go to work in about a couple hours.
so let's focus on the situation here so we can
Alright,
get you out of here and back to doing what you got to do.
great.
So let's try and figure out a plan, to
A plan.
get rid of this neglect and figure out a way to provide adequate supervision for your child.
No
So
problem.
what can we do? What can we do to help you? What can we do to help you? While you're working at night, in terms of schooling, what can I do for you?
Man, I'm only trained to be a security officer. I'm licensed to be a security officer. This is all I know. So, changing occupation and getting my hours shift isn't really an option. So I'm stuck with that job.
What's your highest level of education?
My highest level of education is high school.
High school? You ever thought
Graduated
about
high
going
school.
back to school?
You know what? That's why the neglect case shocks me, because I actually value education, and I teach my son, Chris, to value his education.
Right.
So I do value education, but those were the cards I was dealt, as they say. The hand I was dealt, the cards I was dealt.
Well, maybe a solution is maybe we can get you on public assistance. We can get you back into school, and maybe you can learn a trade. So that way you can switch occupations and maybe find a day job.
They get public assistance to single males? I thought it
Yeah,
was single
absolutely.
females.
No. If
What?
you would definitely qualify.
My income is low. I shouldn't have been. We are kind of behind on some things in the house. You're
If
right.
the lower your income, the more eligible you become for public assistance. And especially you have a child and you're single, so we can definitely provide you with some assistance and maybe even transportation to and from school.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that. That way, you're in school learning a new trade possibly. You're getting, you're doing your education at the same time as your child, so both
All
of you
that's
can.
nice, man. All that's nice and all is good, but man, he used to be on the after school program and they kicked him off.
What
They
happened?
kicked him off. They said you had to pay, and I didn't want to pay no $140 a week, man.
Okay, so then with the public assistance, then we can get some educational funds for you too to help you pay for after school
So you
activities.
said you can go
So
back to the
that
after
would
school
be,
program.
yep,
You like
so
it?
we'll get you into that, we'll help you pay for that. That
We'll
way you
look
have
into it.
more time to do school and look maybe for another job, so that way you have a day job, and that way you can be there for your child at night.
Definitely.
We
He
can
finds
get
himself-
rid of this whole neglect thing and you get me out of your hands.
Alright. By the way, how many times they saying he's been late in absence? I want to know. I want to know the exact numbers, man. How many?
So
how,
they said
what's the time, man? How many days?
he's been
You sure
absent,
these people y'all be making up numbers, saying what you want? Shit.
according to the school, he's been absent 15 days, and he was
15
late
days?
32 days.
15 to 32.
Does that sound accurate to you?
I gotta find some time to stop by the school to see him. I gotta ask him. I leave him on his own, maybe not, but
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe one time we can call the school and we can figure that out together.
alright, most definitely. Hey man, I feel like the after school program is the key. If he gets there, he can have more time on his hands, he can be productive. They just want to be greedy and ask for money after that monetize thing, man. You want to monetize everything. So,
Right.
shoot.
Well, that sounds good. I think I've heard everything that I need to hear. Does everything sound good to you? Do you have any questions for me?
Shoot, I just want to go back to sleep, man.
I hear you. All right, Mama.
Shoot, man. Thank you, Joshua.